Singles melee was started at 5 o'clock, and the team's finals ended at 4:59. That's a fact.
That is
Very
true.
exciting.
That is true. Although, if Best Bad and PBU had taken a set, then maybe that would have changed the story.
Okay, let's do a quick check in who's playing the characters and the people. So I see the Ice Climbers, Nintendude.
Who you traveled with, right?
I travel with him. I team with him. Yes, he's a good player, up and coming. We've got Hungrybox, who's quite on the top of his career and on top of the field as well.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Woo! Nintendude coming out with punishes a missrest. Yeah, Hungrybox, I said, wow, really just throwing out these rests that I may not necessarily agree with.
Punish
now,
right there.
he knows that because Wobbling is off at this tournament, he can afford to do these sort of risky rests without fear of, death.
He'll only die if he's above, what do you think, 40%?
Yeah, on a stage like this especially.
Right, okay, so if he's below 40, he can rest without serious fear of reprisals.
Right.
Which is good. Now tell me about the, who has the advantage here character-wise?
It's, this has kind of been sort of a debated matchup, I feel like, where I think on paper, people have kind of always felt like, Jigglypuff should win. But a lot of, Hungrybox in particular, a lot of his most famous losses are to the top Ice Climbers players. Flyamanita, Wobbles, and Chudat. All kind of pretty much thought to be the holy trinity of Ice Climbers. I think no one is going to argue with you there. They've all taken famous tournament sets off of Hungrybox. And that too, right? If he can get the rest on Nana,
then what? I don't know. It didn't work out for him there.
Didn't work out for him there.
Where he wants to be.
Yeah.
So now I'd say Nintendude is decidedly ahead. Every percent he gets is just a bonus until he gets his Nana back, and he can really get in business.
How do you feel about Nintendude's Sopo play?
Sopo. That's clever. I like that. Very, very clever.
Yeah.
I feel that it's good. I mean, it seems strong. I thought the most remarkable part of his play. Okay. Let's go back to the character matchup for 1 second, because let me ask you a question. You say, we're looking at who should win. Right. But are there really any other impressive Puffs right now besides Hungrybox?
Kind of.
Or are we just saying how does Hungrybox do against climbers? Or are we saying how does Puff do against climbers?
Yeah, it's
what are we talking about?
Right, that's true. It does kind of depend on how you want to talk about it. Dark, I guess, would probably be Dark from Maine would probably be the.
Yeah, he's great, but is he still playing?
I guess off and on. I'm not really sure. And also, we haven't gotten much footage of him versus any of the famous Ice Climbers players.
Sure, yeah, because that area doesn't travel quite as much. Okay, checking back in the game, you see here that it's the climbers down a stock, and with the Puff at 34%, that's really far down.
Yeah,
especially without being able to wobble.
Right, especially since Puff can get. Ooh, goodness.
Kicked.
Yeah, once he separates them like that just looks painful.
That's brutal. Yeah.
Yeah, Nana not known to have the exact best recovery in the game. She doesn't even have an up B she can use.
Right. Okay, so again, if you thought it before it was, Mike putting on percent until his Nana comes back, imagine if he knows he's not going to get a Nana again for the rest of the tournament. So it's hard to get excited about this match, whether vicariously through him or if you're a player, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Well,
with a great hit, we have...
He needed that.
Yeah. It's one stock each, but the climber doesn't have any gimps. He's got 0 gimp opportunity, so he's going to have to pick him away and outplay him 100 to 1.
Outplay him, exactly. He's just got to win. He's got to beat the player over and over because he's definitely not going to win the matchup. It's interesting the way the sort of neutral game works out in that matchup because the Puff has phenomenal aerial mobility, right? He can weave all over in the air, kind of poke in from these angles with the backhand. Ice Climbers, they have really good space control above them with the up air, and they've got really side-to-side mobility on the ground. So you see this kind of like vertical, horizontal sort of spacing war that, I mean, it's kind of hard to say. They both like stuff like that. Ice Climbers' really fast smash attacks give them some opportunities for openings, but none of it is 100% safe. That's the issue.
Sure. And if you're playing vicariously through the climbers right now, like if you put your mind, in Nintendude, he's playing very nice. Every time he jumps to a certain extent, and every time he swings, it's an opportunity for him and his Nana to get separated.
Yeah,
and so you've got to be scared of him. Let's say you watch a fox or a falcon, they're just constantly swinging, back and forth like that. But every time Nintendude makes a choice, he's making a risk to get separated. That's far more dangerous than a risk for another character just to simply get hit.
Right. Yeah, there's definitely that risk assessment.
When you're talking about the levels of how Puff can go high, if Mike wants to chase him up, he takes a risk.
Yeah, Yeah, definitely.
And where if the puff chases him down, then the climbers can crouch cancel and then smash him back.
Right.
That's why they like to be on the ground.
Exactly. You're seeing the
Excellent
nice forward
job,
smash.
Mike.
Yeah.
Very good.
This Hungrybox was trying to take out Nana.
So in the 8 hours by ourselves on the way to Ann Arbor, Mike and I talked about our goals, and one of his was to beat a top player.
Okay.
You know, so here's his opportunity right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
To take a game. It wasn't so much about the final place. He wanted to get that experience and have that under his belt. So that's what he's fighting for right now.
Okay. I like it. I mean, so far this is looking good. FD looking like a great counterpick as well.
Absolutely.
Do you know who he's beaten in the bracket so far? Because this must still be winners.
I do, yes. It is still winners. And his first round actually forfeit. I don't know who that was, but his first round forfeit. And his second round was Pikachu.
Oh, okay. So he sent Pikachu to losers.
He did, and Pikachu went Falco on him and won the second match, and he beat Pikachu in the third.
So Pikachu, did he play any Pikachu?
He did. First round he went Pikachu.
I see. Okay.
And it was more of a sound victory as you might expect from the character, so
right.
Pikachu went Falco and then lost.
Fair enough. Ooh, nice up smash read for Hungrybox there, evening it up.
Absolutely. Okay, great. So we got 2 stock stage to 16, a negligible amount of percent, but we have the climbers with both members present.
Yeah.
So even though it's not quite true, in my mind, I'm kind of thinking of it as an advantage.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel like the climbers are out.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense. That was a very uncharacteristic mistake from HBox, just rolling in the Nintendude's grab.
Yeah, I wonder if it was a figure mistake or a mind mistake.
Yeah. Good way to put it.
Thank you. So let's briefly take a look at what wobbling is. Through technology that... Wow.
Ooh. Will this kill?
And worth it.
Okay.
Through technology I don't understand. If you have 2 climbers there, both Nana and Popo, they can hold a character and then just not let them go.
Right.
You just kind of tap, tap, tap again for the layperson and to me, who doesn't understand, and keep the opponent until they can finally send them out and guaranteed kill. So every grab is a guaranteed kill. And it's a hotly debated issue whether it should be banned in tournaments. There's been major tournaments with it banned, major tournaments without it banned.
Where they're legal, yeah. Me and Sheridan and myself were talking about the legality issue of wobbling a little bit earlier.
Okay.
And I was saying, it's interesting because I feel like, and this might be a unique fast follow perspective because I play Fox. I feel like the Ice Climbers, they have a really sound, easy way of arresting. Actually, I'll talk about this after
I agree.
Yeah.
We're getting
this is too intense right now.
10% each. They're tied up exactly even.
Yeah. I was thinking at that moment where he up-tilted Nana and had an opportunity to rest, I was thinking at this percent it might be worthwhile.
I think it might be worthwhile, too.
Ooh. Oh, wow. Or just hold out for that.
Right on him.
Yeah.
That's it. All right, well...
okay. Dang. Is this out of 5?
Are these out of 5?
This might be...
Are we already in quarters?
Okay, winner's quarters is best out of 5 at this tournament.
All right, Mike is back in it.
Yeah, back in it.
Cool, let's do it.
Well, still in it.
I meant his opportunity to take out a top person here is more what I was thinking.
Right. Yeah, he's got a real uphill battle now though because he's got to win on Hungrybox's counterpick twice.
That's true. Now, does Hungrybox have a a stage that's really going to do a lot of damage?
I feel like where did they fight first round? Was it Dreamland? I was thinking Fountain of Dreams is a pretty popular counterpick for Jigglypuff in this matchup.
Yeah, but it also disrupts the climbers, because of the rising and falling platform. So
right.
Okay, let's take a look. Like you were saying, let's get away from the behind the scenes. Let's analyze some of this gameplay. Let's take a look at what's happening here.
Right.
As far as just like that.
Yeah, just like that.
21%. I mean, he might as well be at 0. Right.
Ooh.
Except for momentum. Puff comes down with the halo, and now he's got momentum. The climbers are separated.
Right, and he's doing a really good job keeping them separated.
He really is. Yeah.
You know that song by Outkast, Gotta Keep Them Separated.
Sure do.
Wow. Yep, yeah. An interesting thing to note that sometimes people don't think about is that, Nana doesn't DI. So the higher you hit them, the higher of a percent you hit them, even when they're at 50, when you hit both climbers together, Popo is not going to go as far as Nana. So you can separate them just like that.
Right. And also to influence that, if you can hit one of the climbers more than the other, then they have different percents, and then even more so, they'll fly at different rates, and then you can separate them better.
Yeah, precisely.
So look at this momentum shift. Now that Nintendude's come back down with his invincibilities, take the momentum, and now he's got it.
Yeah.
And now he's, I think, only taken 10%. And wow,
what the heck?
I didn't even see where it came from.
Yeah, it was a Nair rest setup. I mean, it was kind of like he made it look like he could get shield grabbed after the Nair, and I want to say auto canceled the Nair so he had less landing lag than he looked like, and then just went straight into a rest. Kind of a, I guess a sort of a risk-reward assessment.
Sure.
Maybe he figured, I'm going to be okay even if I miss.
That's it.
Wow,
and then what
that's that.
happened there, so Nintendude had to use his invincibility to kill off the rest, and then it was essentially even like the beginning of the match.
Yeah.
And then you saw that Hungrybox with his rest.
Right.
It took it, and now we've got a 2-on-1 situation, but with Nintendude, with the control of the stage and the momentum.
Yeah.
So
Still with his Nana. Yeah, if he can just do a good job of not getting hit.
50% is not too far from death with a grab.
Right.
As we
That's
saw.
right. Yeah, fully charged smash attack off of a blizzard or something after a grab. Could do him in right now.
For sure.
Oh, wow. Okay,
Wow.
that doesn't kill.
But it was good awareness for sure. So now he's a 78. I'm guessing if he gets a grab, it's death.
Yeah.
Right out, so that's what he's going to be looking for.
Ooh. The pound separates them nicely. Okay, but they're back together.
Back together, separated. Yeah, I don't
Oh
see
my
this.
goodness. Oh no.
That's bad
I don't
news.
think Nana can make it back now. No.
No, she certainly won't.
All right.
And
yeah,
then we
this
have
is
a Nana's not coming back situation,
Yeah.
which is...
this is a
no
lonely
bueno.
ice climber.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Yeah, I guess that's about the best that the ice climbers can hope for off of.
It's true, not a lot of grabs.
Right.
And you can tell a lot about a player about how he plays in a situation like this. The odds are, I don't know, 100 to 1 he's going to win. But is he giving up? Is he just playing foolishly and doing dumb moves or even jump up ledge and kill themselves? Like you do see players do.
Right.
But Nintendude's not that kind of person.
Yeah,
he's going to keep playing, he's going to go out swinging, make the video look good.
Right.
Lose with honor, so to speak.
Yeah. Avoid the rollout. That's
Yeah.
good start. You don't want to lose to a move like that.
No. And so I guess that's Hungrybox's reaction to a match that's 100 to 1 over.
I
Start
have-
doing silly moves.
Start doing silly moves. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've definitely seen him do that in situations like this before.
Sure.
All right.
All right, well,
And he
good
takes
games.
it 3-0. I felt like really Nintendude looked just fine in the neutral game when they were just kind of fighting each other out. But it's just that the punish game was so skewed in Hungrybox's favor.
Agreed.